Welcome back to Rough Times Live. Now, seeing is believing with Lewis Hanlon. So Lewis, show us some of your magic.
All right, so Anna, as you can see here, I brought 2 books with me along the way to this interview, and both are belonging to a classic fantasy series. I'm giving you the option to point to either book of your choice.
I'll take that one.
You're going to go with Harry Potter? All right, sweet, the wizarding series that we all love. Now, Anna, I'm going to also give you the option to choose from absolutely any page within this book of your choice and any word on that page. Once you've done so, I would like you to write the word on this little note slip here.
Okay.
And once you've shown it to the camera, I'd like you to fold it up and place it into your pocket so that I can't get to it or see it in any way.
Okay.
Understand?
I don't have pockets, but yes.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Just so I can't see it.
Gotcha.
All right, sweet. I will look away.
I don't have to write the page number down, right?
Correct, just the word. But let me know when it's safe to turn around, of course.
And I show the camera as well, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It's safe?
Yes, it is safe.
Excellent. In the beginning of this little routine here, I did have you choose from either of the books. You could have chose Icefire. However, the book that you chose was, of course, Harry Potter. And I'd like you to take note here that all these words are completely different. Is that correct? All of them are completely different. And there are more than absolutely 100 pages within this entire book. So I'm just going to see if I can actually just tap into your mind here, all right?
Okay.
Now, I'm sensing that the word you chose isn't necessarily a noun. It's more of an adjective. It's a word that it's a word that describes something. All right. I'm getting some sort of like jagged shape. There wasn't a V in your word, was there? I don't think there was. But there was sort of like, okay, I got, you know what? I got a V, but then I got a line right here. My hands are telling me there was a Y to start the word off. Your word wasn't yellowish, was it?
It was. Yes, it in fact was. Yep.
Yes.
Let me open it up here. It is in fact yellowish.
Yes.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Lewis, for showing us those wonderful tricks.
Anytime.
We'll be right back with Rough Times Live. Welcome back to Rough Times Live. What you just saw was Seeing is Believing with Lewis Hanlon. Now we're back with Lewis to talk about some of his inspirations as well as his magical background. So, when did you first start doing magic?
When I was 6 years old, I started doing magic, and we used to go to Las Vegas a lot, which was mainly part of the really big deal that got me into it.
Mm-hmm. So what was the first show that you saw?
Definitely the Siegfried and Roy show, which really amazed me because it wasn't like just a magic show, but a thing where magic things happen. It was almost like a play with all those back dancers and everything, and it just fascinated me and really pulled me into it.
So did you start doing some research on magic, or did your parents get you involved, or what happened?
Well, one time when we went out to Las Vegas, I can remember my sister, she wanted to go into one of the magic shops, actually. I remember she got one of the famous ones, or it was one of the tricks that were one of the best-selling ones, where you take a card, you spin it, you can levitate it all around you, and you can just spin it all over, and it was really fascinating. Mm-hmm. And that was probably one of the first tricks I learned. You can do that same one with a quarter too, and that just really intrigued me when we went into that shop. And
that's awesome. So who are some of your major inspirations?
They changed they changed. They kind of like
over the years.
Yeah, over the years. I started off, of course, with Siegfried and Roy. Mm-hmm. They were the ones with all the animals and such. But then it kind of graduated to David Copperfield, because at age 10 I saw him when I was in Syracuse, living in Syracuse at the Civic Center. Mm-hmm. I saw him perform. And as for right now, it's mainly revolves around Darren Brown, Lance Burton, Sean Farquhar, and Penn and Teller, all the guys. So pretty much.
So what makes Magician's Act original? Like, what would you say? Or what makes it great, rather?
Great? Yeah. Well, a magician, the most inspirational quote that I like to go by is a quote done by Robert Houdin actually said this, who Houdini got his name inspired by. And he said that a magician is nothing but an actor playing the role of a magician. So basically you have all the qualities of an actor, but you're just doing magic. Mm-hmm. It makes it really fun.
Cool. So what kind of preparation do you do before you go out and show people your magic?
I usually like juggle, because I like to do stuff that just gets me relaxed. And a lot of the practicing stuff I have done beforehand, but rehearsing is mainly trying to figure out what I'm going to say. I like to write it all out, then try to repeat it to myself. I'm not necessarily like a recorder. I don't like say word for word, like verbatim on stage of what my script is, but I just do it so I have something to fall back on and so I feel secure. And basically when I go on, before I go on stage, I just like to meditate and just juggle to get my mind off of something and just to stay relaxed.
Right. So, that kind of ties into, what you were talking about being like kind of an actor as a magician. So what other things are involved with that? Like what are some other characteristics you kind of have to adapt as a magician?
What you say, you want to just be as natural as possible.
Like fluid, kind of?
Yeah, fluid.
Gotcha. So where can someone who's, on the street, random at home, where can they find your magic?
You can go on youtube.com actually. I actually have a YouTube channel where I go around doing all sorts of candid magic for random people on the streets to get their reactions and all sorts of stuff. So it's pretty cool. And you can also like my page on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and check out my website at www.lewishanlon.webs.com.
Cool. Well, thank you very much, Lewis, for joining us today. Check out Lewis's website and stay tuned for Tanisha's poetry on Rough Times Live. We'll be right back.